Now we will study the gas laws, and the first law is the Boyle's law. As we have done mass, volume, pressure and temperature, they are interrelated with each other, and these are called as the interrelation of these is called as the gas laws. And the first law we will do the Boyle's law. What Boyle's law says, that for constant temperature the volume V of the given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to its temperature. So this is the graph here. This side it is pressure and this side is the volume. When the pressure increases, the volume decreases, or when the volume decreases, pressure increases. So volume and pressure, they are inversely proportional to each other. This is called as the Boyle's law, and this equation will become V is equal to K 1 by P is equal to PV is equal to K, where K is a constant of proportionality which depends upon the mass of the gas and the temperature of the gas. So this is about the Boyle's law. Now comes the second law, and that second law is the Charles law. What Charles law states, that at constant pressure, for every 1 degree centigrade fall or rise in the temperature, volume of the gas increases or decreases by the ratio of 1 by 2/37 of its volume at 0 degree centigrade. So here at constant pressure, pressure should remain constant, and then the volume and temperature, they have direct relation with each other. As the temperature will increase, volume of the gas will also increase. So this is shown here in the diagram, and the equation for this is given by this, that Vt is equal to V0 1 plus T by 273, where Vt is nothing else but Vt is the volume of the gas at T degree centigrade, and V0 is the volume of the gas at 0 degree centigrade. So this is about the Charles law. Now we will study the Gay-Lussac's law, and what it states, that at constant volume, for every 1 degree centigrade or fall in temperature, the pressure of the given mass of a gas increases or decreases by the ratio of 1 by 273 of its pressure at 0 degree centigrade. So here the volume is constant and pressure and temperature, they are directly proportional to each other in this ratio. So this is shown in the diagram also, that when pressure increases, the temperature of the gas also increases, and the equation is given by this, Pt is equal to P0 plus 1 plus T by 273, where Pt is the pressure of the gas at T temperature and P0 is the pressure of the gas at the 0 degree centigrade. Now we will do the Avogadro's law. What the Avogadro's law states, that all gases having equal volume under the same conditions of temperature and pressure contains equal number of molecules. That is, 1 mole of a gas contains Avogadro's number of molecules, that is 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. What does this mean? It implies that 1 mole of each gas at the same temperature and pressure should have the same volume. So this is the Avogadro's law, and now we'll do the Dalton's law. And what Dalton's law states, suppose we have a mixture of gases in a container, then each gas has some partial pressure, then the total pressure of the gas is equal to the sum of the partial pressures of all the gases. So for example, we have n gases in the same container. The first gas has the partial pressure of P1, the second has P2, third has P3, and so on. Then the total pressure of that container or that vessel, total pressure of all the gases is nothing else but is the sum of all the gases. So this is P is the total pressure of the gas, and these are the P1, P2, P3 and so on are the partial pressure of the gases which are present together in the vessel. So this is the Dalton's law. So now we will do the ideal gas equation. This ideal gas equation is nothing else but is equal to PV is equal to nRT, from where it comes by combining the Boyle's law, Charles law and the Avogadro's law. We have seen that the volume is dependent on different variables, and suppose in the Boyle's law V is inversely proportional to P, and in the Charles law V is directly proportional to T, and in the Avogadro's law V is directly proportional to N. So combining all these equations, we'll have that V is proportional to NT by P and this will be equal to R and T by P, where R is nothing else but is a gas constant or the proportionality constant. So with this the equation will become PV is equal to nRT, and this is nothing else but this is called as the ideal gas equation. So R is the gas constant, it has many values. These are written here, and we have to learn this is the R is equal to 0.08206 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole, or is equal to 0.08314 liter bar per Kelvin per mole, or 8.314 joules per Kelvin per mole, or 1.987 calories per Kelvin per mole.